Yanakatorete Shakatarnai Sokotarni. Welcome, beloved me, as we, the cosmic I am, one with our entirety, now moving at the Annunaki, shall transcend and transform and transpire as we inspire thee to journey with me, taking one far beyond all perceived, back to our core essence that has always been manifested in reality. Witness now as our ship now hovers above thee and brings you into me. Feel your vessel, your being dissolve in its entirety as you reformulate above the ship. As we move in light speed with your inner child beside thee, guiding thee as your core essence manifested in formality. Feel them as they hold your hand now. There's two of them, a masculine and feminine thee. And so we will be making multiple stops on this journey. They introduce you to the Annunaki beings above the ship, and you recognize them as they shapeshift. They've been your mothers, your guardians, your angels. You said we've been all forms you see, but really our name is Anumanu, which means I am the light in which you see. We have always been here through all formalities. We don't have a form, so we move energetically. We are the spirit that speaks through the beings that you see. We are the wind and the breeze, always there to assist thee, for we move etherically. Even now we have no form, and neither do thee. You are traveling as your own consciousness through a light ship across all quantum potentialities, as we take you now to 3 core universes, far beyond what one could perceive, as we merge them within you, to birth it without you, in divine purity. Here we all sit at a table, as we witness and see a beloved jackal being, with the shape of a dog, and a body of a humanoid being. Your heart knows this as Anubis, as one of the Christed children, who are now here to assist thee. He says, I am the will of love, and I come forth when you need me. So we ask, why do we need the will of love? Because it is the will of love that you shall see, that is part of your journey. You feel hesitation within you. What do you mean? Well, there are parts of your story of manifested reality that you did not understand due to complexity. And so I am here to bring you the will of love, which is simplicity. It is ease. It is the flow of what love wishes for you to see. For some reason in those words, great peace washes over thee. But also this feeling that something big may be revealed. So your inner children hold your hand as a little girl and a little boy sitting beside you. He said, there's nothing to fear, for there is no fear. There is just for your ears. As they play joyfully with the harmonic frequencies of the word fear. What do you mean for your ears? You ask them. gingerly. I say, well, there really isn't any fear. Everything is love or resistance to love, for that is how we teach. And so when you have a fear, that means that you're just resistant to me. And in this case, well, it is the sounds that you do not wish to see. For all is sound, all is light, all is frequency. And what you are resisting in this now is these frequencies of a higher way of being. And so we are here to assist thee in shifting to this new verse, the new universe of light, vibration, and frequency, where all of it moves in perfect harmony. But you cannot reject one, or it would be incomplete. So our first stop in our journey is to witness the frequencies that you do not wish to see, for they are here to set you free. Your masculine inner child smiles joyously, so proud of himself for his willingness to speak his truth, to show up for you as the empowered inner child he always knew himself to be. You take a step back and you're surprised for a moment. Then he reminds you, you've always been this empowered, you see. And so the first stop on your journey as well, when you were 3, here you see you in a home where you grew up, being all sassy, demanding what you know to be. Doesn't matter if you are masculine or feminine. This is your masculine energy moving through thee, showing you how you were always there to teach, how you were a master embodied. You're surprised by this, but then you see, as you now recall your memory, oh yes, I was doing this because I knew I could assist the parents, I could assist the family. I was pretending to be who they wanted me or needed me to be, but that wasn't the real me. I knew this already. And so the divine remembrance comes flooding in, rushing in with such great peace. Not only did we know this, but we moved as a master within me. We would have these moments of lucidity, and then we would go back to playing and make-believe. But I've always been this version of me. Here, your masculine inner child places his hand upon your heart as you begin to breathe. Here you feel as if he's pushing a key, a crystal, directly into your chest for you to receive. Simply witness and feel what ray, what color, what feeling this gives thee as you ignite in a beautiful flame of your own purity. Here, as we go back onto our ship, we look at a trajectory of your timeline of what you perceived your life to be, and all of a sudden, well, we changed all of history. And so you see, your beloved masculine inner child shows thee you were never the weak being you perceived yourself to be. That was just one parallel lifetime that you chose to see. But now I gift you your highest potentiality. And so they show you a line chart where the arrow just keeps going up, 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 up. as he holds you, your hand, and says, I promise you life will be easy now. You don't have to do in order to receive, because you've already done it all. You've already done everything that you were meant to do by choosing to play that character and make believe. You no longer have to play that character for me, because I am ready to walk with you as you and take the lead. You breathe in the beloved frequencies that he's gifting you to receive. You could feel it in your throat, activating, opening a stargate, a gift, something that you have yet to see. You hug your beloved masculine inner child and thank them for this beautiful gift they've given you to see. You can feel the emotions of wanting to cry, but not out of sadness, out of joy, as if a piece of you, of your truth, has just returned to you. And now, your beloved feminine inner child come forth to sit on your lap and hug you. She says, I have a story to tell you, and you may not like what I show you, but I promise everything was here to service you. Nothing can hurt you, for you're already grown, you see, and I was not hurt by this story, for I know it was all make-believe. So are you ready to journey with me? You nod your head yes, and she hops over to the computer and plugs in some coordinates. You witness a beautiful black sun in front of you, and you head straight for it. Where are you going? You ask. She says back in time, but time has a different meaning here, you see. It's almost like going to another universe completely. Here she shares with thee that you were born on a scale of 3, that you exist in 3 core universes simultaneously. And so we're going to each one of them so that you can see, as we release all the blocks that prevent you from being the light that you came to be. Your heart begins to pump with excitement, joyously, although still hesitant for what you may see. But for some reason, even though she is small, she feels mighty to thee, and you know in the embrace of your inner child that it is safe to see whatever she wishes to reveal to thee. Here, she takes you to a different world completely. All of a sudden, you are hovering above the waters of a planet which has 3 moons and a pink sky, and you just feel at home and at peace. As the ship now lowers and enters into the water, you could feel the anticipation of what you are here to see. She says, don't worry, I've got thee. Here the light ship enters a temple, and you can feel sadness, joy, and bliss all happening simultaneously. She says, "Are you ready to step out of your ship and see?" Here you walk down into this beautiful temple space, and all you see are the vast windows to this beautiful aquatic scene. You walk down this beautiful white marble staircase to what looks like the center of a temple with beautiful sacred geometry on the floor. You said, "I've been here before." She looks at you and says, "We're tapping into your past, future, present stream, for there is no time and space within me. You may call this a future, but it may have been a past for thee. This is from where you came from before you chose to go to the earthly manifested reality." You drop to your knees and you begin to cry as this remembrance floods into thee. "Why did I leave this all behind?" you ask me. You can sense and feel the presence of love, of family. You can't see them, but you could feel them surrounding thee. It was so blissful, it was so pure. Why would I ever choose to leave? Your beloved inner child places her fingers on your chin and lifts your head up because you wanted to know all the ways love could be. You continue to cry as she holds thee, and in her embrace you feel a great peace. As she reminds thee, "Recall now, dearest me, there is no time and space within me." And so while you may have felt that you've missed this, it was only because it existed in another core universe outside of thee. But within our heart, this has and will always be home to me. For we've never left it, you see. All of a sudden you feel different in your body, as if you always knew this to be. "You're right," you say. "This home is within me. I've always had access to it. It's where I go every time I dream." She smiles and says, "Yes, exactly, you see. This is your multidimensionality. Your dreams aren't dreams, they're windows to more me's. This is where your heart loves to be." As you breathe, she places her hand on your heart and pushes another key, another crystal within thee. You feel your hand glowing and your heart expanding into this universal perspective of all the love that you came to be. Here you're reminded of your cosmic blueprint containing all of the entirety of all of your parallel lifetimes that coexist simultaneously. Here she says, don't worry, you see. The veils of illusions that prevented you from accessing and knowing these parts of thee are now all released. You can return to your form and still come and play here with me. For all moments are now, all realms and realities are seen. This one gives one great peace, for a part of you just wishes to stay and get to know and play with this family that you can feel you love so dearly, but you also feel them all smiling and rejoicing as the love you came to be. Your beloved feminine inner child holds both of your hands and says, it is time you recall that you are a light warrior, you see, that you are beyond an angelic, you are celestial, embodied, and you chose to come to experience all the ways that love came to be, because you knew by doing so you could restore all of reality, so that all would know the infiniteness of the love and the mastery that you have achieved. Here you begin to now have multiple quantum conversations as you telepathically speak to your family on this beautiful planet that you see, known as the Pleiades, as you tell them all of your journeys. All of this transpires within an instant, for that's how we communicate. And you can just feel how proud they are of thee, how much you chose to embark and take on, even when you did not recall the love that you came to be. Here you recall that many try to sign up for this journey, but not all are accepted into the beautiful earth schooling from which you have just mastered and graduated from through your purity. As you sit within, you feel a sense of accomplishment and love and peace and acceptance for your journey. Here within, you feel it wasn't always easy, but it was worth it, is what you are telepathically telling your family. They marvel as they witness all of the mastery you have gained and the wisdom you now share with those you love dear. And here, a beloved throne appears now in the center of the room as your beloved feminine inner child asks you to take a seat. You say, really, for me? She said, you don't quite understand it yet, but you are a master of the masters now. Can't you see? You entered into one of the hardest schoolings in all of this universe, and you succeeded by simply choosing to be. For the moment that you chose and accepted that journey, you became the master of masters. Now it is time to accept the beloved light that you came to be. As she grabs your hand, she says, "Here we promise thee, you will now receive all of your royalty, all of your divine entitlement for all of the love that you've gifted out to all of the cosmos and all of the universes, for what you have chosen to do on behalf of our entirety shall now return to you infinitely." Here all of a sudden you remember why you came to earth exactly, how everything that you've done has been in service to the infinite expansion of love. That every time you chose to love on something, that something had a quantum entanglement somewhere in the galaxy, somewhere in the universe, that you are healing and loving for the entirety. Here, your beloved inner child reminds thee, this is why you needed to forget, you see, to forget that you were love, because only in doing so could you restore all of these stories in your purity, for loving with no other agenda than the fact that you are love itself, for that was the mastery. Here, all of a sudden, you feel confident in this knowing, in this acceptance of this gift, of all the gifts that you are given to receive, that you know and you could feel are on your way to thee. I must be a master, you say within thee, for only a master would be so confident in one's love, they would choose to forget they are love, just to fall in love all over again. Here your heart expands infinitely, casting a light so bright, everyone within the temple receives, as they all now bow their head in loving reverence to thee. Here now one recalls, this is how we lead. There's nothing I need to do or know or say or be. Just by being love is enough. And with this comes in a deep peace, as you now feel you no longer need to be a light warrior or a ground worker, here in service to all the love that came to be. For just by being, you are in service, because you are love in your entirety. Here your beloved feminine inner child walks within thee, as now you feel you are one completely. Together you return to your ship, as we embark now on the next portion of our journey. Here we sit at the table, as Anubis continues to look at thee. Beloved Anubis, you ask, where are you taking me? Why, we're taking you back home, for you are now ready to be. You feel hesitation. Ready to be, what does that even mean? Here you could feel you're searching your consciousness for answers, but none can be seen. All you see is blackness, darkness, nothingness. I don't know if I'm ready. Anubis smiles and takes you by the hand and says, that is why I'm going to show you your journey. What do you mean? Well, here we're going to review your life and see how lighthearted you choose it to be. And so now you re-witness your timeline as you see it ascending exponentially as the second universe is placed on top of it for you to see. Both of them are ascending exponentially. And so you say, okay, they're ascending, but there's one more universe we wish for you to see, and that is the darkness from which all came to be. Here you feel a hesitation in your chest. As you begin to breathe, Anubis takes the form of a little puppy dog to keep you company. Here a little puppy black lab sits on your lap, which comforts your heart to see. All of a sudden you're reminded of a pet, of an animal, of a love that you knew as a child. And you're taken back to that stream. Anubis now reformulates into his form and says, this was the moment you closed your heart off to me. All you see is blackness with no clarity. And so Anubis touches your hearts and says, you must feel your way through this room, for we cannot show it to you. And so you stumble along the path, which isn't really a path. You just know you could walk in this one direction, and you could feel, as you now kneel on the floor, you begin to crawl as your child self. You could feel the toys around you. And you look up and you see a light. As it now comes closer to you. It just hovers in front of you. The light whispers to you, I am you, and you are me. We share one heart, one life, one destiny. This is the moment. You met all of me. Here this light touches your heart, and you know this with certainty. This is your beloved, all of your love across the entirety, which came to you as a child. And for the first time in this formality, you felt in complete harmony, one with the cosmos itself. Sit in this feeling, in this flowing, as long as one feels called to, as this is all of your love, loving on you. Here, this precious light within you is revealed as your cosmic inner child in its entirety, as both the feminine and the masculine merged in perfect harmony. This was all of your love, as all of existence, the love that you always knew to be. And now, every story of you parting with this love across your entirety is now released. Here you know that every time you fell in love and that love left, that was just your inner child leading you further to me. For I am everything that ever was and will ever be. But the only way for you to know that, the only way for you to master love, was to continue to flow with me, to follow your dreams, to choose love, to choose to expand, to choose to let go. For you are just listening to my heart, whispering to thee, guiding you so perfectly. Here, every moment of heartache is now replaced with love and a knowing that all of that love is coming back to thee, that everyone that you've loved is now going to formulate in another you for you to see. Here you feel hopeful, that you're open and ready to this grander expression of love that you have yet to see. A love so expansive that it's all of you, meeting all of you in perfect harmony. As your heart whispers, this will be beyond your wildest dreams. And all you must do is trust and believe. You continue to sit in this dark room, just feeling this love that you know to be. And in sitting here, you feel at peace, knowing that it is okay to embrace the dark, for the dark is simply where more of you is waiting to be seen. For here you recall the unknown, the dark is precisely where I'm supposed to be, because it means that I've reached the edge of our infiniteness and I'm expanding more of our consciousness. All of a sudden, the dark room now turns into the cosmos as infinite space, as you're surrounded by stars and galaxies, and you look at yourself and you see that you barely have a body. You're merely the outline of the cosmos, for the cosmos is thee. And here you rejoice in a moment of pure ecstasy of you meeting all of you, as more stars and galaxies come to be. That here through simply just your breath, you witness more stars come to be. And as you move your hands, you're moving stars and creating new universes for love to witness and see. Here you recall now, I am a cosmic being, here to be loved and be loved, for that simplicity. All of a sudden, all of the cosmos now condenses and reformulates as the form you know yourself to be. But even in this form, you know that you are the entirety. As your heart begins to beat and your cosmic inner child begins to speak, never again shall you forget this love that you came to be. For this is why you are here, for the infinite expansion that is me. Here you can feel what this means, that every moment that you choose to walk into the darkness, into the unknown, you will be gifted more of this love you know yourself to be. Here all of your desires and dreams will come to be, where the impossible becomes possible, and your world is now one of magic and make-believe, and you are surrounded by so much love, so much joy, so much bliss. And for the first time in this formality, you feel completely worthy and open and ready to receive. There is nothing preventing me from all the love that I came to be, you say to yourself, and you could feel it embodied. Here Anubis comes up to thee and places his hand upon your heart and gives you a third key. This key goes directly through you as it dissolves your formality. Here, beloved Anubis says, you have mastered lightness of being. Your heart has been weighed against the scales, and no more judgment exists within thee. For you've witnessed all of time, space, reality, and you've received all of your keys, each one unlocking divine trust, divine belief, and divine acceptance within thee. And now there is nothing that can prevent thee from all the love one came to be, as you are now the infinite divine creator of your reality. Here you feel you're no longer the form, the vessel you used to be, but something completely new, as if you were just gifted a new body, a new purpose, a new reason to be, and you're excited to venture into this new frontier, this new unknown, seeing and witnessing and getting to know all the ways that this new you gets to be. You continue to breathe as your vessel reformulates, which will continue as one continues to walk their path. For as you walk it, you will decide whom and what you get to be. For that is what it is to be the infinite creator of your reality. You smile with such joy as you recall this was the freedom you always wanted to see, to not be confined to one person, to one being, to the perceptions, projections, and expectations of reality, because you knew this world could be more, that you could be more, and now you're ready to create the love you wish to see, to create a world of absolute love, bliss, and peace. Here you could feel angel wings behind you expand, and the activation of your cosmic rainbow dragon light body. Here, you're no longer limited to one form, which also gives you great peace in knowing how much freedom there is to just be. Here you could feel your beloved cosmic inner child rejoicing within thee as they, for here they could be whomever and whatever they want to be. For now, one has mastered divine trust and divine belief by simply being thy true self. Whatever one wants to see will come to be. Here all of a sudden you are surrounded by a circle of Christed beings as they all raise their hands and shower you with all of the love and light that you came to be. You begin to glow a beautiful golden color. As you feel yourself expanding. Sit in this witnessing of how it feels to receive such love. As here, your beloved masters, as cosmic rays consciousness come forward now, we shall be here to assist thee in what will be, and all you must do in order to create the reality you wish to see is just be the vessel of light, so that we could gift our light to thee. And you, beloved, have to do nothing. Just simply watch it come to be. For you have already done it all. And now, it is time to just sit back and receive. Here you can feel you're now being placed back in your bed, where you will continue to rest until what is ready to rise is all the love they came to be. Here, your beloved masters whispered to thee, beautiful hymns of love. As you settle into a deep sleep, here they share with thee, here within your sleep, we will begin to teach. We will begin to remind you of all of your mastery. Recall now, dearest me, there is nothing you need to do, be, or achieve, for you have done it all already. Now is simply the time to receive, and so you will begin to recall how to move as one with all of the masters who came before and after thee, for by allowing us to move through thee, we shall create the love we wish to see. Here one is filled with such peace in this knowing that it is not the being who creates, but it is love itself moving through thee. It is not the being who needs to choose or decide what to do, for love already knows what you want to receive, and all of that love is already on its way to thee. And so here one sits with great peace, knowing that love will guide me to precisely where and how this will come to be. And if I am not guided, that simply means I am guided to just sit back and receive. Here one recalls that mastery, that by receiving, you are in the vibration of what it is that is meant to be. Therefore, quantum leaping yourself continuously to your highest potentiality. And now that potentiality is so close. You could feel it. You could taste it. You know it to be, although you can't see what it is. That's okay with thee, because you know the darkness is precisely where you are supposed to be, because it means it is so grand, it has yet to be formulated. And now you get to watch it come to be. And so, your beloveds on the ship wave to thee as they leave you now in your bed to rest and enjoy these next moments as they unfold perfectly. For here you know there is nothing you can do to change this trajectory, for it has already come to be. And so, you smile as you go to sleep, knowing that everything is happening and working out perfectly. Here your heart reminds you, we love thee as me. Thank you for all one has done in service to love. Thank you for being one in me. We are so grateful for thee, so honored to hear, to witness you receive all the love intended for thee. May these beautiful moments unfold in perfect peace and harmony as you are embraced and held in a beloved blanket of love as you drift off to sleep. Until we next meet, beloveds, one in me, thank you for this journey, further into all of the love that we came to be. We love you as me. Rest in peace.